Hello and welcome as we head into Friday, the 17th day of February 2017. My name is Derek. Let's go over silver, Bitcoin, and the US fiat debt note currency index. Okay, this trend, it's all the same. I'll quickly compare this trend now to the one in 2010. Relatively similar. It grinded its way higher, low volatile, but this was a lot more volatile than it is now. And this eventually broke out towards the upside on this upper band. So, what does this tell us? This thing can have some interesting moves. This is one from 2010. So, this uptrend is a lot less volatile. So, it's got a long more ways where it's got the potential to go. It's still, of course, uh, longer term. I got a new chart. This would be the 4 month rather than the 3 month chart, which shows this level in here, the cup and handle formation that just needs to get above this 50 mark. However, the way I look at technical analysis, when you go from a point like here to here, and then you have a large price correction, but a healthy one according to the point A to point B, and a long duration of time to get back, and you can follow that up within a significant higher low that's not that much of a price correction, and a lot faster to get back, then that's a very bullish pattern. And to say that going from 50 down to 14 is light or not much. And time frame, well, this is 2011. We're currently working on 6+ years. We'll even say 8 to 9 years to get back is not that long of a time. Well, according to this chart, that wouldn't be thus a bullish pattern. But that's long term. Let's look at this now very short term as we continue on within this analysis. 1801 was this big level. It got pierced in here and then broke out on the Thursday session. Therefore, if, keyword is if this thing doesn't break resistance, meaning it tops and goes lower or just goes lower from here, then this would set up to me what I would consider a failed breakout. I need to see price action anywhere below this band, below 1790, for me to consider that to be a play. But when you have this resistance level, you test it, and then you break it, you consolidate within that level for this time, and then don't do anything more, that's a failure in my book. And I'd be looking for a move down to here if, of course, that situation continues. The bull run, the market status is slow and steady. Very, very, very slow and steady. So breaking above here, maybe another slow and steady move up towards here. We'll see. Bitcoin, what do we got? Well, this is the situation of a current phase of a breakout. It's had a significant break, the eyeball test pass of above this 18 average band and above this previous resistance. So day trading, short-term trading was a buying spot, and you're holding. No reason to sell yet because you're probably at least looking for a move to previous resistance or any type of weakness that says you should get out. Neither, of course, has happened, and I would expect this to continue to move towards a test of this level in the near term. So now let's move on to the dollar index chart. I don't know what the mainstream chart analysts are stating, if they've talked yet about this head and shoulders pattern, because it's still got to complete the process. There's the left shoulder, there's the head, and this would be the right shoulder. But it still has to break down below this neckline support in or at around 99 1/3. The price target, I would look next is probably the Fibonacci mark in at around 96 1/3 or about a $3 price drop. But there's a very interesting situation when we look at this on the weekly chart. For the pattern is just two things, up and sideways. Within such, this level of resistance was pretty big, as is this support as well. Therefore, if you have the situation of breaking this resistance as it has, and this is similar to, I guess, the 5 hour chart or 4 hour chart of silver that I just talked about, where you break above it but barely go up higher, consolidate like this, and don't do anything more, meaning that it does not get above this high. It either continues to go lower now or even comes up here and continues back lower. I would consider this breakout to be a failure, but I would consider the fast move to happen below key support, probably down to this Fibonacci level in at about 90. If, of course, this is the failed breakout. Therefore, it's going to be big whether you have the key break of support in here, which would be the break of the head and shoulders pattern, or the break above here. Because when we look at the daily chart again, when a situational good move is brewing like this, which would be a short position, and it doesn't occur and it comes back up here, then that would be like, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen, and then failed move, fast move type of direction would come into play. So yeah, it'll come down to the break of either one, as this one to me, if I'm just looking at this just by looking at the chart, that's all I can say. I have no idea how this is going to transform. Yes, it looks like a head and shoulders is building on the daily chart, but the weekly chart sure looks a lot better for this. And again, I see two possible stories brewing, not another more. So thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day.